Hi, my name is Yasu, and I do Hitorigoto in my channel. In my channel. Hitorigoto is a Japanese word, and it means talking to myself. So today I wanna answer the question, which is, do you personally experience any after effects once you finish your depression treatment? And that is the question. And I'm going to answer the question, but I also want to let you know that my situation as of today, because based on what I have gone through so far, hopefully and most likely, anything that I am experiencing right now, I think it can improve as time goes by. So I want to emphasize that those are the after effects that I think I'm suffering once I finish my depression treatment. But it's only, I am right now, like, I stopped taking antidepressant 10 months ago, and I don't take it anything at all in the last 10 months. And I also want to acknowledge that I did my treatment for like 2 years and then 7 months, because I think that also contributed to this after effect. So, yes, indeed, I think I am suffering, or I'm experiencing some after effects once I finish my depression treatment. Even I successfully stopped taking Effexor, which is the antidepressant, for 10 months so far, but I'm still noticing those changes. So, for example, focusing on something, it's very hard for me still. So, for example, like I was trying to learn something new last year, but when I, let's say, studied, I could only focus for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I had to take break. Because if I push myself to just keep studying and learning, I could really feel like my brain is just rejecting all the information and then just prevents me from understanding. Like, I kept reading certain sentences, but it doesn't really get into my head. And then also I took one exam. So it's a national exam. So I had to be in the class for like 2 hours to finish everything. And it was just so hard because my brain was certainly not ready for 2 hours exam. I couldn't keep my focus for 2 hours. Here and there, like, I had to take some break and then try to answer the questions. But as time went by, it became harder for my brain to process those kind of informations. And there's a lot of times that my brain was really, really rejecting to understand the sentences and the questions. It's such a horrible feelings. A part of me really wants to understand the questions and then solve it, but the other part of me wants to just give up. Your brain is not absorbing anything. You don't understand what's written here. It's such a horrible feelings. But also that gave me understanding about my condition, which my brain is not ready for that kind of 2 hours exam. And in terms of the reading something in English, reading something in Japanese, I cannot read long time. Like I cannot focus on one thing for a long time. And but getting into 2026, it's getting better. So if I keep training myself once again, like I used to when I was a student, I think in some way I can regain my cognitive ability, also brain power and stamina probably, but I'm not sure how much. But I want to find out. And the other one is my physical stamina or strength. Because when I was really dealing with depression treatment, especially sleep disorders, I had no energy. I couldn't really move my body. So, physically speaking, I have become a lot weaker. And now I'm hitting the gym. Not hitting the gym. I hate the gym. So I actually hire my personal trainer to do the heavy weightlifting twice a week, and also I join CrossFit gym and then do CrossFit twice a week, and then pushing myself in a situation where I really have to physically push myself and work out harder and everything. So I can feel slowly I regain physical strength and stamina, but that's something that I lost because of the treatment or because of the depression conditions. Another one is it's hard for me to spend longer time with people still, even though I want to. Because regardless whether I have a good time with people or not, it's still tiring. And it consumes a lot of my energy and then cognitive power. So by the time I finish hanging out with my friends, even though I had such a good time, I feel so tired and I feel like I don't want to see anyone for a while. And which is very different because before everything, I, I was more like socially active, keep meeting up new people, keep hanging out with my friends and people. And I don't remember if I ever felt tired. So that's a big difference. And I think that has something to do with my brain capacity, which I'm not sure if I can say it's because of the after effect from depression treatment. I'm not sure. But the most obvious change, or if I may call it after effect from depression treatment, is I think emotional and feeling sensitivity, as well as harder for me to find anything exciting or interesting. Like, in some way, I can say that I feel numb. Like, it's harder for me to access my feelings and emotions. And because of not strong feelings in general, as well as I'm not really interested in things technically at all. Like, I don't even know what I should look forward to living. Or maybe like, how do I put, like, I'm not lost, but I don't really have any strong desires or feeling of purpose or having such a strong desire or feelings in myself. I don't have I have none of these. So I don't know what to do with my life. And hopefully I can explain a little bit more in depth. So for example, like, it's fun to hang out with my friends, but it's not that interesting like before. It's not that fun like before. So I have these feelings that I wanna hang out with them, I wanna be with them, but if I'm not with them, I'm okay. Or um, I used to like fine dinings or try some new cuisines, but now I still want to try something new. But if I don't try it, I'm okay. Like, I really don't have strong desire, and that situations happens for almost everything in life for me right now. And emotional sensitivity becomes not so strong. So if something bad happens, I feel bad, but not too bad. And if something funny or exciting happens, I feel good, but not that good. Everything is like kind of mild. And because it's not strong enough, it's just not, it doesn't interest me enough to make commitments or just keep doing it. If I'm making sense, I'm not sure if I'm making sense here or not. I know what I'm thinking. I can access to my feelings. I can access to my emotions. It's just the volume of those feelings are just mild, not too strong, not too weak. It's just mild. And which is a good thing in some way. Probably I can call it it's really peaceful. But because how I have approached my depression treatment, which is it's very dramatic and drastic, which is focus on my recovery and just focus on my work, and that's it. I stick with my regular routine, which is go to bed like 10 or 10:30 and wake up. No more hanging out with my friends because it's really tiring, and then it's just to make it simple. Being with myself and being by myself is so simple. That was how I choose to approach my depression treatment. And here I am. I guess I can call it like I successfully finished my depression treatment, But because everything is so mild, not strong enough to push me into certain directions, I don't know what I want to do with my life. And then I don't have such a strong desire to reconnect myself with people. I'm like, let's just go with the flow. And then let's just go with the flow means I don't see people, and then not seeing people or not doing something new, nothing really happens in my life. So if this kind of situation or conditions or feelings can be considered as after effects from my depression treatment, yes, this is something that is happening to me. And I don't know, a part of me feels that this is not good. It might be okay for now, but if I live it as is, it'll come back to me. I don't know how to articulate, but part of me has that feeling. So only way for me to push myself out of this, I set goals for this year and I just keep trying to hit the goals and then hoping that something happens, something triggers my feelings a little bit more stronger than before, which puts me into certain directions in life. So I have set a lot of goals, and that's what I'm doing now, but none of them are backed by my stronger desire or feelings. And of which suddenly I'm not sure if any other people would actually feel the same way once they finish their depression treatment. But that's what's going on with me. But I don't want to complain because my head is so clear now. I can sleep really well. I can feel a lot of things. I can reach my thoughts. I think I'm really stabilized compared to before. Really peaceful. And I don't want to complain about being in that state. So, but that's what's happening. So thank you for watching. For now, that's it. じゃあね。バイバイ。